The committee will come to order. Pursuant to notice, we meet today to mark up 4 bipartisan measures. As all members were notified earlier this week, to expedite our consideration of these non-controversial items, we will take up en bloc the text previously provided to your offices, which all members have before them. And so without objection, the following items are considered as read and will be considered en bloc. H.R. 1897, the Vietnam Human Rights Act of 2013. House Resolution 131, concerning the ongoing conflict in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The bipartisan amendment in the nature of a substitute to House Resolution 131, offered by Congresswoman Bass. House Resolution 273, expressing the sense of the House that the President should nominate an Inspector General of the Department of State and Broadcasting Board of Governors. House Resolution 222, recognizing the long-term partnership and friendship between the United States and the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, and the bipartisan amendment in the nature of a substitute to House Resolution 222, offered by Mr. Meeks. All members may have 5 days to submit statements for the record on any of today's measures. And after recognizing myself and the ranking member for brief opening remarks, I will be glad to recognize any committee members seeking recognition to speak on any of these measures. I am a strong supporter of House Resolution 1897, the Vietnam Human Rights Act of 2013. Subcommittee Chairman Smith has worked hard on this bill, and over the years, this committee has held many hearings on Vietnam. If these hearings have had one consistent theme, it's the deterioration of human rights there in Vietnam. Government thugs brutalize peaceful dissidents. Anyone who dares to block or publish material on democracy or anything critical of the Communist Party faces years in jail and faces physical abuse. We need to send a message to the government, a message with teeth, and this bill does just that, and I strongly urge its passage. With regard to House Resolution 131, Congresswoman Bass has been dogged in bringing attention to the conflict in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and just last week the State Department announced former Senator Russ Feingold as Special Envoy for the Great Lakes, in part at her urging. Too many people have died. Too many people continue to suffer. The conflict in the DRC has lasted decades. Patience with this peacekeeping operation is wearing thin. We expect all regional leaders to respect and abide by the negotiated frameworks. House Resolution 273 expresses the sense of the House that the President should nominate a State Department Inspector General without delay. For months, on a bipartisan basis, the ranking member and I have called on the Administration to fill the vacant Inspector General position for the Department of State and Broadcasting Board of Governors. We've written to the President. We've written to Secretary Kerry, stressing the importance of appointing a permanent Inspector General. I raised it at our hearing with the Secretary. It's been 2,000 days since a permanent IG was last in place. It is time for this vacancy to be filled. IGs are the government's internal watchdogs. They police agencies for waste, for fraud, and for abuse. The resolution is nonpartisan for the simple reason that the concept of a presidentially appointed, Senate-confirmed permanent IG is fundamental to the very notion of good government. Lastly, House Resolution 222 recognizes the long-term partnership and friendship between the United States and the Kingdom of Jordan. The committee recently hosted the King of Jordan. Jordan continues to be a critical voice of moderation in the region. It's a key partner for peace. Today, Jordan has worked to address the needs of 550,000 Syrian refugees, which have poured across its borders in the last 2 years. This has resulted, by the way, in a 10% population increase for Jordan. This is seriously straining Jordan. And Mr. Meeks' resolution notes the mutual benefits of a strong U.S.-Jordan relationship. I hope the committee will support all of these measures, and I now recognize my good friend, the ranking member, for his remarks.